Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Wars 1 replay. Spawn the south side as the Wehrmacht player, we have Andryhaz. Spawn north side as US forces, we have simply Legend exclamation park. Guys, a park or mark? Been a long day. Pulling cable. Do now have these engineers push way forward. No additional engineers being employed on now. Barracks being finished on up as well. Wehrmacht quarters is almost complete. And we looks like we only have the 2 pioneers, not 3 pioneers. You have a MG42 being employed on the field. Usually see Volksgrenadiers or a motorcycle or Schimwagen out first, but MG42 could be reasonable. This map seems maybe a little bit too wide open for a MG42 in my opinion. A Schimwagen or motorcycle would provide some good mobility. Volksgrenadier will provide some just general goodness. MG42 could get easily flanked on this map, so I sort of disagree with the MG42. Of course, we can see if he can prove me wrong. Pioneers capturing the right side and the right center side. MG42 coming over there to support him as well. I suppose this could be a decent spot to set him up. Set up an angle to help cover this point, as well as this region here. Just MG42s is just not as flexible as a Volksgrenadiers or a motorcycle. Rifleman now advancing forward, trying to find some sort of engagement.
Pioneer team ready. MG ready.
Not sure what the MG42 is trying to set on up. He's pushing pretty far forward. He's trying to cover up this area and this area here. We're going to wire it up. We've got the pioneers going to be finding engineers. The engineers, let's see. Let's see how much the flying engineers. I don't think they saw the MG42. Their MG42s now are starting to reposition now. And we'll find a volley there on the engineers. Schimwagen is now deployed on field. We do also have a motorcycle, Jeep deployed on field. And the Schimwagen will receive some damage there by the Jeep immediately. So the Jeep does get the first strike there. Engineers receive private fire. Pioneers are advancing forward. May just want to send the higher health one there. The lower health one could come over here to support the Schimwagen. Riflemen do capture this point there. I think it was captured by the Pioneers. MG42 setting on up, does find a couple bullets onto the Jeep. Right now, if you take a look at the 2 health bars, the health bars seem very similar. I think the Jeep is slightly ahead at the moment. MG42 is trying to push it forward. Do got a landmine deployed out by the US player here. Let's go ahead and make it a bit more nice cinematic. It also really shows you how big this hill is. I put a lot of emphasis on the hill pattern because it does determine a lot of the splash angles or the scatter of the barrage is safe from Calliope and other things that sort.
Front shifting.
We got US riflemen there, engineers over here, and riflemen over here. MG42 is coming up forward. Do now have the Volksgrenadiers engaging the riflemen. I should double check my graphics settings between games. I wonder if I can make it squeeze out a little bit more power, because this looks a little bit not great. Jeep does go down there to the MG42, very nice. Schimwagen's a little bit of fire as well. Volksgrenadiers came some good damage down the riflemen. We've got these other forces capturing the back flank.
Being taken by the enemy.
And over here, oh, that's a little bit overkill. I was wondering why the right side of the map wasn't captured on open, why the Pioneers were over there. Apparently, it's going to be 3 lines of barbed wire.
What needs doing?
Now we got a flamethrower being pulled up by the engineers. You probably should have just only gone for 1 layer of wire, not 3. The engineer's course can cut through all of it, no problem, given enough time. And he's probably spent more time just laying down all that wire with 2 squads. Then it'll take 1 engineer to cut through it all 1 layer. Engineer's advancing forward. He will cut through the wire now. No landmine to support them. Maybe a good idea to go for a landmine. Go for a landmine there to help retaliate anything that cuts when the engineers cut through them. And now he's queued up a bunch of orders there to cut through the wire, and now we've got the rifleman squad coming on out as well.
Ready to fight, sir.
And yep, it took the retreat back. He maybe he saw the MG42 potentially. He may have been worried about also a landmine there. Now we do have two MG42s on the field. This one does have a one vehicle kill, so this is the one that killed the Jeep. And apparently didn't sustain much damage at all when fighting against the Jeep, or any damage at all. Rifleman now received private fire there. The motor Shimwagen now receiving repairs from the Pioneers.
Krauts are grabbing our territory.
And now do got another flamethrower deployed on the field. Two engineers both upgraded flamethrower. We got 4 rifleman squads on the field. No additional structures at the moment, nor upgrades. Flame engineers advance forward, trying to get some burst down the Volksgrenadier. Does get some damage there. Rifleman behind some heavy cover there, trying to get some damage on the Shimwagen. Engineers still in this region. That's still a US landmine there, and the flamer squad does fall back. Rifleman behind some heavy cover there, trying to engage these forces. And you got the MG42 over here as well. Okay, he went forward and retreat back, so may have not saw that MG42 there. Do not got a Wehrmacht sniper pull out of the field. Rifleman squad here gets express and force back. And the Wehrmacht player will maintain control of the center of the map. Bureau Center coming on up, very nice. I do like seeing medics. I'm one of those players who will generally rush out medics because I want my guys topped on the health before attacking. It looks like another line of tank traps being put on the field. I was going to think it was going to be more barbed wire. And we got more barbed wire being put out here, this time by the Volksgrenadiers. Bureau Center complete. Looks like all these guys are now healed on up, just need a little bit of reinforcements. He's a bit low manpower at the moment. We also got a Minesweeper squad on the field as well, so he has deployed out a 3rd engineer for the Minesweeper. Very nice. And this landmine has not been spotted just yet. If the Volksgrenadiers have run over, it could do some serious damage to the Shimwagen. I think the Shimwagen is close enough to receive splash damage from it, though it is cutting it close. Minesweeper does see some fire there. Do have a Wehrmacht landmine there, so that Minesweeper is going to be very, very useful. The Rifleman squad should just charge the Shimwagen to make him reverse back into that landmine. And he does not. He decides just to drive forward there. Both the engineer squads are falling on back. And the Rifleman squad are kept at that fuel point now. Oh, if you got the Rifleman and Flamethrower advancing along the flank, Rifleman way over here. We've got this Pioneer standing on top of landmine, so I'm assuming it's a Wehrmacht landmine. The Rifleman squad does fall back now. Oh, I'm going to see the sniper find the landmine.
The Huns are taking our territory.
Oh no. Oh no. I don't know why. I always get the replays where the sniper hits a landmine. You know, landmines. Flamethrower squad may want to fall back. Sniper trying to find a shot there on the engineers. The engineers are not falling back at the moment. Rifleman squad does see a sniper shot there. Wehrmacht sniper trying to find another shot there. Flamer squad not falling back just yet. Pioneer squad does fall back there. And I'm really paranoid about that sniper and that landmine. Oh, landmine was found by the Volksgrenadiers. Did I hear 2 snipers, or was that just a whiff shot? We do have only 1 sniper on the field. We do also have 3 Pioneers. And actually only 1 Volksgrenadier currently. They're the one that found the landmine.
Defensive propaganda is ready for release.
Oh, we got defensive doctrine. So we got doctrine lock-in, defensive doctrine. Spirit on the field. Does have for the fatherland activated. Trying to save the MG42 there. Now we got the bar research now popping on out. So now there's 4 bar riflemen here. MG42 finds a good burst there onto the squads there. Does find the landmine there. You may want to take time with that Minesweeper though cleared up. What's he looking for? A frag grenade? Does he have frag research? Flame Warfare on the Pioneer. Sniper finds another shot there. 9 kills so far. US players falling back. Right now, the minimap, the control sectors are very similar, a little less for the US player. Both players have their little point here, but that's munitions, that's fuel. Either way, looks like the resource control has been quite similar through this entire game, but maybe slightly in favor of the Wehrmacht player. Oh! And that wounded engineer that we saw earlier, we found this landmine, found another landmine, completely wiping him out. And that was a flamethrower squad. Of course, the Minesweeper squad wouldn't be blown up by a landmine. Pack 38 being put on the field. which if the US player sees that, he could try skipping the motor pool and going for some sort of tank-based play, or just avoid the motor pool or deploying vehicles for the time being altogether, because that is an investment. You now have an MG bunker right here.
MG crew on me.
Jimboggin still alive, full health for the moment. Finds good suppression there. And will not rotate his gun around to hit these forces at the moment. The Minesweeper squad's not a flamethrower, so we'll have to reverse that. And this other set of squads will get suppressed by this other MG4 too. He needs to get a support weapons center and get out a mortar probably at the current rate. I usually don't say that often, but these MG42's been very, very problematic for him. And whenever I see MG42, I think deploy mortar. Sniper soft-traded away, so does the MG42. MG42 has one kill at the moment. And now I've got the assault phase research. Maybe going for a 2-3-4 wouldn't hurt. And a good hit there. And we've got another round of Pull the Fatherland activating. We're spending some munitions on those abilities. Letting Pioneers fall back, and we do got a pair of frags right there. And fully wipes out the MG42. And now there's a gun you could pick up. These guys are currently suppressed. This guy's not currently suppressed. These guys recover from suppression. He may want to dive in and grab that MG42 with one of those squads. Flame Engineers expansive for not Flame Engineers, regular Pioneers get some good damage there. Rifleman squad, 4 kills, 4 models, I mean. Rifleman squad does pick up the MG42 and now should start running away. No, he resets with the MG42. And now, that MG42 will be a detriment to his opponent. So he does have a half-track here to be mounted up and drive past the MG42. We may not have sticky bomb research just yet. And now the rifleman squads are falling him back.
We're losing a sector.
Oh, wait, was that a US landmine there? That must have been a US landmine there he must have built. Wehrmacht sniper right over here, a little bit wounded. Could try to get some Comcroft veterancy. He also could use some veterancy across all of his forces. Light vehicle, support infantry. Guess you don't need infantry veterancy. Over here, of course, we got the 4 riflemen squad, 2 engineers, and now a fresh somewhat fresh MG42. It's a little bit damaged. Could get repaired on up. Right now, the VPs are in favor of the Wehrmacht player by a small margin. And the half-track will be repaired on up. Fresh engineer squad. You may be eyeing to deploy out something with that. Minesweeper squad here. Maybe trying to eye to cut this wire. Not realize the MG bunker there great just yet. Oh, wait, what? There's another landmine there? That was inside the half-track there before getting wiped out. And was that a sticky bomb there, or was that a flamethrower? It looked like he was trying to throw a sticky bomb there. He does not wipe out that Pioneer. Does get a sticky bomb on that one there. Finds a Wehrmacht landmine. Gets fully immobilized there. The squad's currently suppressed. MG42 trying to hit that half-track, get damage right there, so really can't move. And the half-track should go down to the MG42. Yep, it was the MG42 claimed it. I think the Pioneer that was in the inside may have been gunned down as well. 2 Wehrmacht snipers spotted in the field. One that's actually a little bit wounded, so it has been spotted. It has 4 kills. The other one has 21 kills. And now got some people on the field. Comcroft Center as well.
Collapsing.
And we do have a 2-3-4 on the build queue. Let's see what he's going to pull out for the Comcroft Center. Let's see what's first level round in veterancy. Probably the vet support units. Gonna go for vet light vehicles as well. He's defensive, so the flak gates will benefit, as well as 2-3-4.
Pioneer team ready.
Pioneer's oh so wounded. Trying to pull out landmine. May go down in the next 3 seconds. This treat will keep him living. Comcroft Center now going for vets 1 support infantry.
That's the eye of the Reich Eagle surveys the battlefield.
They got the improved spotting distance.
Ready for order.
And now 234 start in advance. Do now got tank depot. Do we see a doctrinal lock-in? Do not see a doctrinal lock-in. Sherman tank wouldn't be half bad at this moment. Needs what, 90 fuel for a Sherman tank, so needs a little bit more. Needs a bit more manpower regardless what he wants to deploy out. Whether it be M10, Hellcat, Sherman, or Sherman Crocodile.
Mechanized has their orders. They will now take and hold.
We do not have Allied War Machine now available. More landmines being pulled out. Very nice. The VP is still secured by the US player. The US player now has pulled ahead with VPs. Back 38 in a defensive camouflage position, which is good. He has only seen infantry. He has seen no indication of deploying out any armor just yet.
Fall in, rifle here.
And do see a Hellcat. Of course, Allied War Machine, he won't be able to deal with any... Oh, he's actually pretty low munitions as well. So Allied War Machine is not going to be all that effective until he gets enough munitions to actually use it. Does get a good kill there. The other Pioneer will skip on out there. He can't get too close to this building. He does have, of course, base MGs. Oh, register artillery? Rifle squad does fall back from register artillery. Snipers can get some shots there. Observation post receives a bit of damage. It is also a munitions observation post, so we may see a lot of register artillery. Wait, he went for register artillery first? Not the Flak 88? Huh, that's a little bit uncommon. Most people just go straight for the Flak 88. Of course, that does reveal what... Oh, no, he already knows the Doctrine 1-4 with the... For the Fatherlands being activated. We've got a US landmine here, which that Pioneer will find and will not die. In fact, looks like void all the damage from that. Hellcat now pull on the field, which would be a good item to gauge the 234. These forces on advance on forward as well. And you've got the Stug deployed on the field as well. Very nice. Hellcat rolls and misses there. There rolls another miss there. Sticky bomb onto the Schirmwagen that may destroy it.
Enemy unit down.
Does destroy it. Hellcat may accidentally crush these snipers. Oh! Does crush one of the snipers there. What if he actually spotted them? Engineers just fall back there. Does find a landmine. And he does not take out that sniper there. Stug and Pack Gun needs to rotate around, try to hit that Hellcat. He does not have enough munitions for Allied War Machine just yet. You may want to eye for some munitions observation post there, but he doesn't really have the manpower for anything at the moment, except for another Hellcat. Heard another landmine detonation there. That was the US-1 landmine found by the Stug. Somehow, these landmines of US landmines have only been found by the Axis players like vehicles. M42 does go down, or does get forced back there. Got another M42 Wehr, captured the central VP. Engineers not fully reinforced, advancing on forward. And we'll see auto cannon fire and does go down there. Fresh Hellcat advancing forward, trying to gauge this Stug. Got two 234s here. Good body block there. The other Hellcat could crawl his way forward to find some fire support against the Stug. Stug is seeing some fire there. Finds a landmine there. Gets into short and crit there. I'm not sure if there's a line of sight blocker there, but does go down.
The Axis hold the initiative.
Stug now receiving some repairs. Oh, I'm not reinforcing these guys. Think of it, engineers. It's pretty low health, so the engineers should be repaired up in no time. Nothing else being pulled out by the tank depot. He's pretty low on fuel as well.
Munitions point under attack.
42 is ready to forward. He still has all 4 rifle squads alive. Cyber does find a shot there. Now 234 start advancing forward. Hellcat now receives shots there from the Stug. And now the rifle squad does fall back. Now we've got 2 Stugs out in the field. Act 3 in a good position as well. Hellcat back here. May try to get some repairs. Now got level 1 production, so that's where a lot of his fuel went. Going for another Hellcat now. Wehrmacht and Miper advancing on forward.
That should get you back in the war. New recruits in. We're back to full strength.
Front shifting. Crowds are grabbing territory from us.
Allied War Machine still needs a little bit more munitions before we can use it.
Listen up, Rifle Squad.
Rifle squads are moving around. Do we see any more landmines over here?
Hellcat reporting.
I don't see any additional landmines at the moment. The VPs are in favor of the Wehrmacht player by a small margin at the moment. And that is not a landmine there, but there's just him running over some pink traps and now shooting a bunker. Bunker's trying to retaliate, but it's failing to do so. Getting some hits there in the bunker now. Another Hellcat's turning forward that will reveal his hand. We do now have a landmine there. Very nice. And this bunker will go down shortly. Rifleman squad's advancing on forward, trying to cat skirt the flanks. Pioneer squad does fall back. 2, 2, 3, 4 so here. Rifleman squad and MG42 start advance down towards the center. Grenadiers do have a pan truck there. MG42 may receive a grenade there, but does lose the 2 models in front, so we'll have trouble getting the grenade off. And now this Rifleman squad needs a fully withdrawal. These squads do fall back as well, unable to get any sort of sticky bombs off. Finding that landmine there could be very useful as long as he doesn't lose any squads, because allow his Hellcats to charge him forward a bit more aggressively. Register artillery now rained on in. The US player has enough munitions there for Allied War Machine, and register artillery did consume most of his remaining munitions. For the fatherland, of course, is pretty cheap. And 234 does receive a game changer crit there. There is a US land, no, that's a Wehrmacht landmine there, so it was another. Then get a short crit there. And now the other one's going to see some cannon fire as well. Calliope's going to be next thing on the build cube, likely. Shug's lining up a shot there. Hellcats do receive some abuse.
Calliope rocket battery available.
Calliope's now can be called on in. Needs a little bit more manpower for it. Orlando bounces down onto that Stug. Stug firing some shots there. Now hitting some riflemen there. Looks like engineers and riflemen trying to repair up these forces. Hellcat advancing forward. The MG42 still doing quite fine. Doing nothing really though. Finds good shots down the Stug. He's trying to take the opportunity to get some rounds in that Stug. Hellcat does roll a pair of misses there.
We're losing ground out there.
And now Flame Engineers trying to capture that fuel point. This one is captured up, so now it's trying to capture against the US player. Cyber gains 26 kills. It's so far fully healed. And now the MG42 could go down. Let's get a bounce down that Stug. Hellcat's not fully repaired. Now got the Calliope now spot on the field. Got the Pentrick now past engage the Calliope. Both these Shugs trying to engage these Hellcats now. We may see Allied War Machine sooner rather than later. Stug advance forward, trying to hit that, run away from that Stug. Roll some misses there. The Calliope's, I heard, has engine damage. And here comes the Calliope barrage there. It does get some good damage there on the Stug and force back to the Pentrick Grenadiers. Allied War Machine still active. And I don't see the icon above these guys, but it's still active. Rolled a couple misses there. Both these Hellcats are severely wounded. Allied War Machine's about to go down. He best hope he doesn't get an out of control crit. And Allied War Machine has worn off.
Enemy unit
Fresh
down.
Calliope. Now bringing a barrage over this region. That was, of course, getting that brought in like that does force allow him to get quickly a fresh barrage. Let's get some good hits there. Rear armor hit there. Calliope or Hellcats are severely wounded. They could try diving on in, but would be very, very dangerous. The Strokes advance forward. Rifleman does spot it, trying to go for a sticky bomb, but they do fail that. Does get a kill there on that Stug there. We got a main gun destroyed there on that Hellcat. Good hits on the 2, 3, 4. Rifleman squad over on that sniper. Sniper looks like will escape on out of there. There goes that one. Hellcat trying to hit this guy here. The short engine crit on this Stug. Rolls a bounce there. And does go out of control there. May still find a shot there while out of control. It does, and bounces. Tank Depot has he can deploy out some stuff on Tank Depot still. Plenty of resources at the moment. Rifleman squad looks to drop a pair of bars. He still has 3 riflemen and a Calliope.
Armored operations.
Ready for the crowds.
And now we got another Hellcat being deployed on the field, taking the rest of his manpower to reinforce the riflemen. Infantry 42 set up in this region. Still opening here. Fresh Hellcat here. This Zero destroyed engine crit there. He has not taken time to run away with it. Does pick up some bars here. He's going to take time to throw a sticky bomb there. Another bar has been spotted. Does get both these rifle squads suppressed. He may want to eye up that MG42 with the Calliope barrage there. Sticky bomb will connect. Will likely kill out that Stug. Both those rifle squads are falling back. Does take out that Stug now. Fresh Hellcat advance forward. This Stug is a fresh Stug as well. Calliope barrage raining on in.
Munitions point under attack.
Does got some damage there onto that sniper. Nothing over here at the moment.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Hellcat here. We've got new recruits. Painkiller here.
Okay, that's full back right there. Rifleman squads do get suppressed. And now it looks like the Calliope and the Hellcat now trying to rotate over here.
Incoming. Get the hell down.
And that may be the 28cm rocket barrage. It is a 28cm rocket barrage. Trying to take out that Calliope. It does take out the Calliope right there. Fresh Stug now pull on the field. We don't see additional veterancy just yet. He has 3 Stugs, 1, 2, 3, 4. Some light other veterancy 1. Only thing he doesn't have veterancy for is the Grenadier. Hellcat and Rifleman squads now advancing down towards the center. And depending where that sniper is, that Hellcat could accidentally crush it. Does get a shot there on that Stug.
Enemy is down to 100 points.
Rifleman squad advance forward. We do have now the Rifleman squad trying to engage the Pioneers. Get some good damage there. Rifleman squad advance forward. Does suppress one of those Riflemen. And this 2, 3, 4 still getting some great damage to that Rifleman squad. Likely wipe it out. Does get a sticky bomb off one of the Stugs. Destroyed or damaged engine crit there. Stug backing on off. Got 2 Hellcats now pulling on the field. Roll some bounces there. Now got field repair now active. Getting some good damage on these Stugs. Not getting any focus damage right now. Spraying out the damage means the field repair doing some great work. The field repair should be about ready to wear off. And having trouble encircling the Stugs. When the Hellcats does go down, still 2 more Stugs in the back line either way. And also the Hellcat will go down to these Stugs. Rifleman squad are seeing more and more fire there. Rifleman squad does fall back there. And this Rifleman squad still there. And looks like the US player has back in the game now. Relatively simple replay. This end grade saying, take watch it, and on to the next replay.